So you want to perform your best, but when it comes down to it, you bomb, freeze up, or just lose that spark in the big moment. So what do? You put in more work, more training, more practice, but then it happens again. You bomb, freeze up, or lose that spark. You see, there's a problem with more. The idea that you need to do more is flawed because most people end up just doing more of the same, the things that ended up causing them to bomb in the first place. So if more is not the answer, then what is? Well, more is kind of the answer. You just have to be more focused and more specific. And to do this, you have to use the Wigwam Method. The what? The Wigwam Method is an iteration cycle. It's a process you can use to improve anything over time, and it's something used by top performers in any field imaginable. It was proposed by Josh Kaufman in his book, The Personal MBA, and it's a 6-step cycle. So let's talk through an example. Say you're an athlete who's gone cold on a particular skill, and this could be anything, like crossing in football, timing your kick in running, or basketball free throws. We'll talk through this last one, but the same steps and procedure can be used for literally anything. The first thing you need to do is watch. Ask yourself what currently works and what currently doesn't. And it's super important to be as specific as possible. So it might be that your wrist action is good during release for your free throws, but then it turns out your hip alignment is off. So after you've identified this, you need to ideate. Ask yourself, what could you improve and what are your options for doing so? The key here is to become fully aware of what the issue is. It's not enough to say, I need to improve my free throw percentage. You need to say, I need to improve my hip alignment so I can hit more free throws. And so here you list out as many potential options for improvement on the weakness you've identified, which is particularly key if the thing that you've identified is very open and there's countless possibilities, unlike the quite closed nature of free throws. After listing these, you then need to guess, where you ask yourself, based on experience, which out of these options will make the biggest impact. And it's also a good idea to consult others during this process, whether it's coaches, teammates, or friends, and learn from their experiences as well if they've made improvements on the same issue. So after thinking about a couple of these options in more detail, it's then time to lock in on which one you want to implement. So it might be that you recognize you could tilt your feet slightly at the line, and this will align your hips to the basket better. And so the second to last step is to act, where you make the change and put it into practice. So during practice, try out this new technique and method. Also, it's pretty useful to try it out in real game situations where the pressure is actually on. And again, this is important for more open skills. The key is to just run with it best you can. And then lastly, you measure. So you actually reflect and assess what difference did making this change have to your overall performance. And then depending on this, you have two options. One, if it's been positive, keep working at it so it's cemented as a habitual behavior. Or two, if it hasn't led to any improvement, then start a new Wigwam cycle. And it's as simple as that. This very simple 6-step process can be used to improve almost any skill in any domain because it provides a very clear and deliberate focus, which is in turn going to allow you to make necessary improvements and maximize your chances of putting in a peak performance. So let me know in the comments below what skill you're going to apply the Wigwam method to. And if you want more information on how to practice more deliberately, then check out this next video here.